Hey everybody, Righteous Gaming team member Adam Filipchuk here alongside with fellow teammate Dylan Ashcraft, who is coming hot off a 25th place finish at Worlds. Dylan, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here, Adam. I'm really excited to talk about Worlds, talk about Flesh and Blood, and just kind of, chit and chat.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely that's why we're here today. We are here to talk about your finish, which a really remarkable finish. Absolutely killed it. Lots to get into there. Um, First though, I mean, since we've got so much Fab related to talk about, I wanna know what have you been up to since Worlds? Yeah, just I mean, Fab related, I'm sure as well, if there is some, but just in general, what have you been up to?
Sure. I am taking in what the off season pretty well. I've relapsed and started playing League of Legends again. Not
Oh,
like
okay,
awful time. Not like on Summoner's Rift. I'm an ARAM only person. The new TFT set just came out. I've been doing that, loving that.
okay, okay.
Um, Flesh and Blood wise, I've gone to locals. I played Verdance twice. Just kind of getting back into the battle mage thing, and then just kind of relaxing.
You know, it's so funny because every right now Riftbound is booming and everybody's playing that, and then you're like, I'm actually doing the OG thing,
Yeah,
the thing that's not booming.
dude, I want to play Riftbound, but every time a quick thing on Riftbound. I bought two boxes when the set came out.
Yeah,
I did pretty well. I opened like I don't know if you follow the game at all, but I opened like a Kaisa and some like good stuff. I have like my playsets of foxes, and I'm like looking how much money I'd have to spend to finish a deck for the game, and it's like hundreds of dollars, and I feel defeated. I'm like I don't want to spend that on like a casual game for me. I'll spend it on Flesh and Blood, no problem, but like I go in cycles where I'll find a deck and be like, oh, this one shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't play that many Majestics. Oh, it's still $400 for me to finish it. Okay, never mind. And then like Cody Williams is a really good friend of mine, and he's like, you should go to this event. You should do this. We should play Riftbound. Blah 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 blah. Riftbound's great, and I'm like, I just don't so much money. I can just queue up ARAM and be happy enjoying League that way.
the irony of this being you play Flesh and Blood,
Oh yeah,
the equally expensive game, like
yeah. I've been fortunate though with Flesh and Blood, where like this is a divergent thing. I got into the
yeah,
game a
I'll ask
while
us too.
ago. Yeah, I got into the game like a while ago when it was still pricey, but not too bad. But like I bought like my Command and Conquers for like $60 each. I bought my
Okay.
tunic for I think I paid a lot for my tunic, but I've had it for 4 years, so it's gotten its usage. I'm like pretty fortunate to own a good chunk of the game already. So when I want to build a class, all I have to do is hit up Tyler from Righteous Gaming and buy any singles that I need from him.
Oh, the name drop, first name
The
drop.
plug.
We could do. Oh, that'd be fun. We could do like a name drop count. See how many times we
Hmm.
just for Tyler. Be like, hey, we're doing good advertising for you, sir.
Tyler, how much do I get paid per name drop? No.
The question is, how many Skittles do you get paid?
I never said it was money.
As a bit an inside joke that Tyler pays us a Skittle per win. We'll talk more about that later. Um, yeah, expensive game. You know what? We don't need to make this a finance thing. We're here to talk about your big finish. 25th, no small feat. Now that you've had a bit of time to digest it, how does it feel?
That's a really good question. It's very exciting. So I was honestly a little worried that after the event time like after some time had passed and I'd be like, well, I only got 25th. I didn't actually do all that well, and I didn't top 8 or I didn't even top 16, blah 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 blah. Some type of like mental rhetoric to I don't know, diminish it. But I do feel really happy, like really good with it, really happy. I worked my butt off to win some games of Flesh and Blood, and now I'm motivated even more to do it again next year, but better next time.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. That's cool. And you know what? I actually want to. It's probably a good moment. There's something that came up in a team meeting we had in the weeks leading up to Philly. One of our other teammates, Hunter Platt, asked you what your we were talking about something about testing where he asked, yeah, what your goal for Worlds was.
Mhm.
And I actually specifically remember you saying to win the whole thing, um, in hindsight, then to come out and still do what you did and have the run you did, like, yeah, that just really stuck out to me. I don't know what you think about that one in hindsight.
Yeah, I mean, the like self mantra that I was like talking to myself about it was I can't focus on anything besides winning, right? So like when the battle harden's capped, I'd be like, oh my god, the battle harden capped, I didn't enter it. What am I gonna like? What am I gonna do on Sunday if I blah 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 blah? And like my partner is like, well, that's not the mindset you should have. The mindset shouldn't be what am I gonna do on Sunday because the battle harden capped. It should be I'm gonna be winning the world championship on Sunday. Why would I want to play in the battle hardened? And I took that to heart, and that was just my way of looking at it. What can I do to win worlds? What can I, I a lot of the times when I talk to my friends about what their expectations are for events is, do you want to top eight? Pick a deck that helps you top eight, like stuff like that. And winning an event of this caliber would be something that I don't know I want to do really, really badly. And so setting that as the goal and saying, hey, this is my called shot. I want to win worlds. And then going 7-1 day one, and being live for top eight for most of day two was really something else.
Yeah, yes, this comes to mind right now. What did you learn for next year, you think, based off what you did this year?
Do not draw on camera. Uh, Please, dear God, Dylan. Dylan of 2026, don't draw on camera. We've done it twice now. I don't want to do it again. Um, It's my only two times. It's the only two times I've ever drawn in Flesh of Blood either. It's both on camera. It's very unfortunate. um,
Yeah, you know
yeah.
what? Or go ahead, if you still got something for that.
No, no. What were you gonna say?
Well, you know what? Actually, I have a thought that comes up here. We're going to circle back to it in a moment. I actually think this is a good time to bring up. In a subsequent team meeting, another team member, Jeremiah, then ends up asking you what you were most proud of your run. I don't know if you remember your answer there. I think that was a really cool one.
So the thing that I was most proud of was managing tilt and game expectations. So again, another conversation with my partner. We were talking about how to manage tilt and how to, when you lose a game, how to just move on to the next thing and not worry about it. And she referenced Ted Lasso with, there's a bit in the show where they talk about like the happiest animal. And it's like, it's a goldfish because it has a 3 second memory. Be a goldfish, have a 3 second memory. Play your round, focus on your round, have the mental for that one game, and then win or lose, that's it. Move on to the next one, play that round, focus on that round. So just having that philosophy of how to tackle each round helped me a lot. I lost to a Kasai in round 4 of day 1, and I had made like a mistake. I had a pivot point that I just did not realize I had and could have played towards, and I made a mistake. And in the past, I would have beat myself up for that, but was able to think about it, just kind of do the thing and move on. Other ways I was like focusing on like removing outside like stuff. So like what I play now, my phone is in my like backpack instead of in my pocket because
Oh yeah, that's a smart one.
one of the events that I went to, I was like in my winning in for calling Kansas, I think, and I just got like my buddies were messaging me, and I just kept getting like my thigh was vibrating from the text messages, and I was getting distracted. And my opponent's like sending E-Strike Go again, and I have a chum on board, and I'm not activating chum. Not the point, but
Yeah. Talked about the importance of resilience and not tilting, having good perspective in the game, throughout the weekend and the days leading up, the weeks leading up. Why don't we get more into the card side of it? Why don't we start with what did your let's start to dive into what your prep looked like. And before we dive into this quickly, why don't we actually touch on what decks you played in each format, and then we can kind of get into the prep, and then we'll touch back on the decks when it's relevant there.
sure, okay. So for CC, I registered Gravy Bone, Shipwrecked Looter, and then Living Legend, I registered Viscerai Runeblood. Um, Prep wise, so what I was doing was, for the most part, in let's say the month leading up to Worlds, I was playing 10 to 15 games, primarily CC each day, just because we were in that weird like fluctuation period where LL wasn't kind of defined. We had like just had a ban list and all this stuff, and I just like didn't want to. I kind of figured I was going to be playing Viserai if he was an eligible deck for me to play, like format position wise. So he just kind of sat there for a little bit while I just practiced and ran my head into the wall, playing Gravy against every deck that I could try. I sat down and played against Verdance for 8 hours straight to make it so I could just never lose the matchup. Um, Tried to figure out the Syndrome matchup, doing the same thing. That one's a lot harder, and it's why I didn't top it. But yeah. So that was like the leading up to it was like 10 to 15 games, and then like on the weekends I would spend 4 to 8 hours testing as much as I could, while also trying to be a reasonable member of society. And then the week of Worlds, the week of and the week after, I put in 2 weeks of PTO at work, and then the week before or the week of, I spent 8 hours a day just testing on Talishar and living as if Talishar was my job. And that's where I was testing Living Legend, primarily over CC, because your boy was crashing out and was hating testing the format. I was playing. There was like text messages to several different people of me being like, "Why am I even playing Viserai? Why am I not playing Zen? We're doing 20 damage on turn 2 consistently with Zen every game." I had people come over my house the Sunday before Worlds, and we spent 14 hours testing Living Legend, I believe. Um, and I played like 2 games of Viscera that entire day. I just played Zen into everybody, and it's like turn 2, pop Stubby Hammer, steal 20. Why am I playing? Why am I not playing this deck? What is wrong with me? Blah, 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 blah. And then not the deck that I registered.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the. Hey buddy, this is Parker. Hey buddy. You know what? Yeah, no, I can appreciate it. Like, I mean, that was a huge conversation coming, into that. I remember hearing everybody, even though I didn't compete myself, hearing everybody talk about the uncertainty in LL. Is there an adjustment that's going to be made? Like, what deck should I be on? A lot of waffling. The whole Maryland thing comes up in the last minute, and like, is actually like a reasonable like thing that needs to be considered. Art of War and Cash In, hell of a drug in that deck.
Yep.
But I mean, no, you made good deck choices. I mean, obviously served you well. Do you like? I mean, Cow. You know what? At this point, looking back, how much are you? I mean, like gem roulette can be anything, but
Mm.
do you think if you could do it all over again, do you change your deck choice, or is it just gameplay mishaps? Do you think?
Um. No, it's a really interesting question. So it's like a thought exercise that I do a lot post events when I'm so back and forth with something. Um, a small tangent as an example. So like nationals, I had considered playing Kano in CC instead of I play registered Gravy Bones. I have played Gravy in CC mono since nationals at this point, which will lead to why I picked him for Worlds. But afterwards, I
I
had
mean,
a
specialist.
discussion.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so for Worlds specifically, I haven't thought about it too much, but I'm pretty sure I'd register the same decks. I don't think I'm ever moving off of Gravy for CC, and then for Living Legend, I'm pretty comfortable and with the idea of registering Viserai again, knowing my matchups, but also just I don't know the deck. It fit like a glove. I played it. He was like my first big CC deck that I played. Um, so it just felt like going home, putting the glove back on, making rune chants, and sending them. The fact I got to register Bloodchief Scalata at a tier 4 event again is absurd to me, but hey, shout out LSS for not banning the card that should be
Man,
banned.
yeah, I miss playing that card. That was so much fun. What a ride playing Blood Chief Squad of his was.
It's a wonder that card
Yeah.
survived.
You know what though? I still hot take. I feel like back in the day in that meta, Scalata wasn't the issue. I think Sonata was the issue at the time. Like Scalata
Oh,
died
I
for
think it's
Sonata
fair.
Sins. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've always stood on that hill. I
I
will
think
die on
that's
that one.
fair. Nowadays, I think we have too many things that we can do with
Yeah, you know what? Maybe
Scalata,
Scalata is the issue now.
but back then I would agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we don't need to go down that tangent any further. Something else I did want to touch on here. This is actually even like outside of this finish. This has been a pretty big year for you. You're also recently coming off that PQ Plus win. I don't know if you want to touch on that a little more.
Yeah. So I won the PQ Plus at SCG Baltimore a month and a half ago. I had to. That was the event that Brody won the Battle Harden with Chain. I had to miss the Battle Harden because I was at a wedding, and then my buddy texted me at like late that night, the Saturday night, and was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Baltimore tomorrow in the morning for the PQ or the PQ Plus?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah." So woke up at 3 a.m., got ready, we got in the car, drove over. Um, I had both Syndra and Gravy in my bag, and I was like, well, I should, if I want to win the PQ Plus, I should probably play Syndra because it's Syndra and she wins everything, right? She's head jab turbo, very consistent deck, blah, 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 blah. And then the little voice in the back of my head, this touches back to the winning worlds thing, was like, if you want to win worlds with Gravy, why would you not play Gravy at this PQ Plus? You have to be able to win a PQ Plus with Gravy before you can win a world championship with Gravy. Um, and then it turned out I could win the PQ Plus with Gravy. Um, and it was, basically the same list I ran at Worlds. I didn't have a Riches or Triple Donny yet, despite walking around and trying to literally throw money at people to get that stupid gem. I played 2 Lone Shark instead. As soon as I got one, though, let me tell you, the easiest cut of my life was removing 1 Lone Shark.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
But
think that?
yeah,
Do you? You know what? Do you think that? I'm curious now. Do you feel like that Triple Donny made the difference with your run in like just going as deep as you did? Like,
Adam, let me
do you
tell
think
you,
it made?
that card is broken.
Oh, yeah. Generally speaking, it is. But like, do you genuinely feel like because this is it's such a I'm actually going to go down this direction for a sec. Like the whole
Yeah.
conversation about fables in this game is such a hot topic conversation. And the accessibility of such an expensive card, for example, like, do you feel like that card made a difference on your world's run?
It's it's hard to quantify, but
Oh,
I think
absolutely, it's
yeah,
situational, right? Contextual, but
I think usually for the
overall, do you feel
gems,
like, yeah,
I'm gonna say yes. Because I think usually with a gem consideration, right? Like I have Ophidia, what do you replace with?
yeah,
There's nothing that does something similar. At least with Riches and Gravy, there is kind of an analog with Lone Shark.
yeah,
So often whenever I would draw the Riches, I would think, is this better than having 2 gold right now? Obviously, the downside of Lone Shark is you had to either discard a
two,
card or lose 2 life at some point. The thing is that with Riches being repeatable, like a pitchable resource that goes into your deck and Gravy shuffles 2 to 3 times per game, as long as you're drawing your Call to the Graves. Uh, every time I pitched Riches a second or third time, and I was like, okay, this is more value than the Lone
oh
Shark,
yeah,
and that's where it was like, yes, this is a better deck decision to have. Um, so I would say yes, but
okay,
yeah,
yeah. And I mean, those definitely, like, I think all those gem fables, like the longer the game goes, obviously, yeah, like the way better they get. Like any deck that can just like go to end game and just keep pitching them over and over, like, yeah, it's just the stonks.
yeah. That first time that
uh,
you pitch Riches to your gold and you just replace the gold, you're like, wow, this
oh,
is
I know,
crazy.
I know. Like pitch riches, net neutral, draw a card, like wild, wild.
Yeah.
Um, Shifting gears a little bit here. Our our esteemed leader, the owner of Righteous Gaming himself, Tyler Broaden, had a question he wanted to sneak into this little video. He wanted to
Okay.
know how much does knowing you represent one of the best vendors in flesh and blood motivate you to do your best?
There's actually a sense of pride to it. It's nice knowing that when I do well, that I'm connected to a brand that I have faith in, right? Like I've known
Yeah,
Tyler
that's
for a
cool.
little
Yeah.
while now. I used to work on the vending side, so like I knew Tyler from that too.
Okay.
Um, So it's cool knowing that it's a good person owning the team and
Mhm.
representing. Like I get to represent a good brand in that perspective. And I get Skittles every time I win. That's sick. What do you mean?
Yeah,
No one
yeah,
else is giving me Skittles when I win rounds of card games.
yeah. He Mama Birds, Baby Birds, a Skittle to each teammate after each win they get at a comp event that
It's
he
an
was ending
adventure.
at.
It was a wild
Yeah,
thing to see in a contract too. I mean, come on. I read the fine print. I was like, whoa, and I immediately signed my name.
yeah, yeah. Who says no to free Skittles? It's
Yeah.
funny going way back with Tyler. Uh, I I first met Tyler in the when we first went online with the skirmish season in what was that 20. I always get a little fuzzy on those years. Was it 2020, 2021? Skirmish season one. I remember playing in some random online skirmishes with him, and he was on Katsu, and I think I was playing Ira. And then yeah, you mentioned just like a cool, a good brand. Like seeing what he's grown from there was a really cool experience.
Mm. Yeah,
Any
it's cool that he plays the game. I've
Yeah.
worked for vendors in the past who don't play the games that they sell. I
Well,
don't
he
know. It
started
just
off. Yeah, he started off as a competitive player. Like I remember, like he's played on multiple teams, and uh, he did some cool stuff. Like he was a Katsu innovator back in the day. Like he was the Katsu guy for a while. And I mean, I think Katsu is near and dear to his heart. But like, yeah, no, started off as a competitive player, and then just managed to make Flesh and Blood as a full-time career. Like he's done well for himself in that sense. Game's small enough that anyone who can make it a full-time job is doing well for themselves.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Skills aside, any shout outs or specific people you want to thank for the finish? Even if they're not on the team, it's okay.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people. Specifically from the team, I want to shout out Zach. Zach helped me with some last minute testing where you talked about the Marlin deck, how it kind of just appeared out of nowhere, and I hadn't put some time into it. I have some buddies who like really put a lot of the work in on the initial Marlin builds, and I was hesitant and I was like, yeah, okay, I think I could just stack it. I don't need to actually play this matchup at all. And then I played against Zach, who I think we played 10 games after a team meeting, and he just beat the brakes off of me. Um, like, badly. Pretty badly. But it actually helped me, like, refine my sideboard a little bit for it, figure out what cards were worth playing. So I really do, like, I appreciate it. Shout out to Zach for that. And then just the team in general, really. But outside of the team, some of my locals, Cody Williams, Zach Miller, anybody in the Philly Discord or on Team Mew, Mikey World, and then Katie. I don't know if she'll be watching this, but shout out to her. She is the most supportive person I could have in my life, and I appreciate her wholeheartedly for it. So,
Nice, man. All right, you're killing it. You're on an upwards trajectory. We here at Righteous Gaming are very grateful we snagged you before you win Worlds next year. Um, how can people keep tabs on what you're doing? Obviously, you guys can keep your eyes peeled here on Righteous Gaming, but outside of that, do you have any other socials, anything you want to plug?
yeah. So I have a YouTube channel. I don't make content super often. It's called Lost in Space TCG. I was doing a little mini series about covering my like the road from U.S. Nationals to Worlds, because hometown Worlds, stuff like that. So I have that YouTube channel. Please go. If you subscribe and comment on that, it will force me to do more videos, and record more gameplay. It's a lot of just title chart videos. I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky. The Twitter is Ash Plays Cards, and then the Blue Sky I think is Dylan Plays Cards. I don't know why I didn't make them the same thing, but come interact with me. Come commiserate about how we haven't had Icelander LL 2 years ago. Did you know this, Adam? 2 years
Has it
ago,
has it been
December
two?
1st. December
All right.
1st this year, two
You
years
know what?
ago.
We're gonna take this a little off the rails. You know what? I'm gonna tell you how much that makes me sad. I have prayed here. This is like my nearest and dearest card, man. Where are we at here?
Should I go get mine?
Do you have
Hold
one
on.
too?
I do. Hold on.
This is gonna be like, obnoxious, and I love it.
Boom. Look at that.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years and we haven't got any word. Any word about when we're getting her back.
No,
James White, dude, this is. Hold on.
no, we
I
haven't,
hope.
you're right.
I hope LSS sees this.
James White, if
Somebody.
you're listening here.
James, you on a plane posted about how we're getting Dromai in 2027. Icelander LL before then. She won the first world championship. She almost won the second world championship. Where is Icelander Stormbind? At this point, I'm convinced. If we ever do a Righteous podcast, this will be my first tangent. I'm convinced that they can't reinvent the. They don't know how to. They can't make a better Icelander. They can't figure it out.
Shots fired.
This is the perfect hero text in the game. This is the perfect text. They can't beat it. They don't know what to do. LSS, I love you. Give me Icelander. Just reprint Icelander Stormbind. Thank you.
Like, you just want the exact same text. You don't even want to change.
No, literally keep it the same. Keep it the same. For
know,
every person who is.
I think in the most recent episode of Breakpoints, they made the exact same thing. They're just like, we just want give it a different name, but the exact same text.
Same thing. It's the perfect text. And for everybody who hates receiving a frostbite during your turn, I'm sorry. Put blues in your deck. It's not that hard. The blues are good. I love you, but come on.
Oh, I do miss playing CLF on other people's turn.
Listen, if that's the problem, take CLF away. I don't know, but give me Icelander back, please. I'm begging you.
CLF and then blocking with the Brothers in Arms with the residual resource. Oh, that felt good, Chef's kiss.
Oh God, that feels like ancient times at this point.
Oh, that was so long ago, man.
It was so long ago. We are.
Ah.
But yeah, you can yell at me on Twitter or Blue Sky or your favorite.
Yeah, come yell at him for being a Icelander stan, because there's definitely two camps there.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I don't have any socials of my own to plug right now, but I do want to remind everyone, like and subscribe here, please, on the YouTube page. Always trying to work on cool stuff for you guys. We also have the link for the Righteous Gaming Discord down in the comments here. You can come hang out with everybody on the team and Tyler himself, talk all things market and competitive play. Dylan, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy life to sit down with me today, even though you are contractually obligated under your team contract. Otherwise, I tell Tyler, and he withholds your Skittles. Before we end this little shindig, I've got two quick closing questions for you. First off, what is your funniest top deck moment?
Okay, so at the PQ Plus, the finals, I'm playing Gravy Mirror, and I'm winning this mirror, right? I have tempo. I have boats in my deck. I'm winning the game. And I want to reference specifically that I said I have boats in my deck. The shipyard was open. I take his entire hand. I get him low on life. I have a board of guys. We know I have action points. I have Gold Kiss Rum. And I go, it'd be really crazy if I drew a boat off the top of my deck right now. Draw, flip. Oh, look, a boat. Concede.
Nice. That's a feels good. That's I think that's the blazing when you need a blazing and you don't know if it's a blazing and you're like, I hope this is a blazing. And I think the other one is back alley break line, a natural back alley break line with anything gravy. That'll I think the best one is with a chart the high seas.
Oh, when back alley is the second card off chart, it's literally a piece of candy joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I get to do two things. I didn't know I could do another thing this turn. Thank you, chart.
Bonus thing. How many decks give you bonus things?
Yeah. That's the tier list, is every time you get a bonus. Zen was broken because you got a bonus resource. You got a free $1 every time you transcended. Because Kasaya was totally okay.
Yeah. All right. The other question for you. We're in the season right now. Um,
Okay.
Worst Christmas gift you've ever given or received, and or received. I don't know what you got for that one.
Okay. So I don't know about received. I appreciate just about if someone gets me a gift, I appreciate that. Now for given, Adam, it is simultaneously the best and worst thing I've ever done. Okay. So a couple years back, I took a job. Now I live in Philadelphia. Like I live in the Philadelphia area. So I took a job where I would be living in Alabama every other month, doing some work. So as a going away present, for Christmas, I went to Walgreens, which is a convenience store. I don't know, you know, and they do print to order mugs. So I got a picture of my face. This is something along the lines of "Sell your cards to me." I'm in a Christmas sweater, going like this, and I got 30 of them made. I'm pretty sure it was one of the largest orders my local Walgreens has ever seen in their life. And I distributed the 30 people. They're beautiful. They're awful. They're the worst thing I've ever given. I don't think I can ever top it. But God, is it also the best thing I've ever given?
Is there like what was like the target audience? Who are these 30 people?
So I worked at a card shop
Okay.
for 5 years. Shout out Alternate Universes. It's my local game store. They are basically family to me. So when I took the other job, I left that position. So a lot of it was personal friends, and then people who went to the card shop who were like sad to see me go because I like ran a bunch of stuff and whatever. So that's also like the funny. Like I have family members who have this mug. Like, and then there's just random people who went to the store that also have a mug with my face on
That's awesome. The gift that keeps on giving.
it.
All right. Um, Dylan, thanks for your time. Audience, thanks for your time. Um, until next time, you can all
Stay
stay
righteous.
righteous.
I went too early. I'm not gonna get put down. I'm never gonna get asked back.